South Louisiana Quiz Bowl Online is made possible by the generous support of these sponsors. MC Bank, sharing the hometown spirit since 1955. Lapco Manufacturing, modern industrial workwear. Barker Honda, Martin Luther King Boulevard in Houma. It's better at Barker. Houma Paint and Industrial Supply, proud supporter of education in the Bayou region. DHD Offshore Services, personnel for inshore and offshore projects. DHD, a workforce that soars. Hello and welcome once again to South Louisiana Quiz Bowl. We continue in the elimination bracket of our varsity tournament today. Central Lafourche High School taking on Patterson High School. Good luck to both teams. Let's get right into rapid fire, and we're going to have a variety of questions coming at you. Variety of people, places, and things. Good luck. This line divides a circle into two semicircles. Anthony.
This diameter?
That's right. The largest country on the equator and in South America. Jocelyn.
Brazil.
That's right. Popular 1765 political slogan, no taxation without. Anthony.
Representation.
That's right. The proper name for the bones of the spine. Jocelyn.
Vertebrae.
That's right. The most recent year that was a palindrome. That was 2002, not in time. The word spelled by the spaces on the treble clef. The word is face. To Kill a Mockingbird is set in this southern state. Jocelyn?
Louisiana.
No, Alabama. The century in which Michelangelo painted the Sistine Chapel. Anthony?
12th.
No, 16th. It's the capital of Canada. Anthony?
Ottawa?
That's right. The section of the orchestra with the most musicians. That's the string section. That's the end of the round. Let's take a moment and let the players introduce themselves. We'll start with Central Lafourche.
Hi, my name is Anthony Plazos. I'm a junior at Central Lafourche High School, and other than Quiz Bowl, I participate in FFA and FCCLA.
I'm Jocelyn. I'm a junior, and other than Quiz Bowl, I'm in FFA.
Hi, I'm Natalie. I'm a junior, and other than Quiz Bowl, I'm in Student Council and FCCLA.
Hi, I'm Andy. I'm a junior at Central Lafourche, and other than Quiz Bowl, I do art and music.
Jocelyn is the team captain. Tell us about Central Lafourche.
Hailing from Matthews, Louisiana, Central Lafourche High School is one of Lafourche Parish's A-ranked schools, which promotes instilling character in their students as their top priority. CLHS instills the spirit of a true Trojan through courage, leadership, honesty, and success. We thank our sponsor, Mr. Lance Babin, for allowing us to compete today. We wish our opponents luck and may the best team win.
Thank you, Jocelyn. Thank you to the faculty sponsor, Mr. Lance Babin. Let's welcome back Central Lafourche High School. Let's meet the players for Patterson.
I'm Ava Reed, and I am a freshman at Patterson High School.
I'm Jackson, and other than Quiz Bowl, I like to play soccer and hunt.
My name's Ethan. I'm from Patterson High School. I'm a sophomore, and other than Quiz Bowl, I do JRTC and band.
I'm Mason, and other than Quiz Bowl, I participate in 4-H and DECA.
Jackson is the team captain. Tell us about Patterson.
Patterson High School, established in 1847, is populated with a diverse variety of students and staff alike. Our school strives to manage an environment of compassion, honesty, optimism, and pride throughout everything that we do. Academics and extracurriculars alike are held in high regard, and thus our Quiz Bowl team was formed in 2022. Our principal, Miss Amy Vaccarella, and our assistant principal, Mr. Craig Triggs, proudly back our Quiz Bowl program alongside our spectacular sponsor, Mr. Michael Cardenas. The Patterson High School Quiz Bowl team would like to express our gratitude and thanks to KWBJ for allowing us to continue to participate in what we hope would be a plentiful, competitive season for all.
Thank you, Jackson. Thank you to the faculty sponsor, Mr. Michael Cardenas. Let's welcome back Patterson High School. All right, let's get back to the game with the toss-up bonus round. Start you with a 2-point toss-up. English belongs to a group of languages, including Greek, Latin, and Persian, that apparently were derived from a common source. What is the name usually given this group? Anyone? It is Indo-European. 2-point toss-up. What does the Italian title Il Duce translate to in German? It is Der Führer. 2-point toss-up. Jabal Katrine, this country's highest point, rises 8,668 feet over the Sinai Peninsula. Name the country. Jocelyn.
Portugal.
That's incorrect. Patterson. Sinai Peninsula is Egypt. 2-point toss-up. Queen Maud Land in Antarctica was named for a queen of what Scandinavian country? Anthony.
Norway.
That's correct. Bonus question for Central Lafourche. 6 of Toni Morrison's novels have one-word titles. I'll give you 2 points for naming one of them, another 2 for naming another, and 2 more points for naming 2 more. But a wrong answer stops you. So, give me some names. One-word titles from Toni Morrison.
Winter.
That's incorrect. Patterson, got anything? Her books are Paradise, Jazz, Beloved, Sula, Love, and Home. No points for that. All right, we'll go to a 2-point toss-up. Due to its architectural distinction and its position as an educational center, this capital city has been called the Athens of the South, but it's known the world over as the Music City. Name the city.
New Orleans.
Mason.
New Orleans.
That's incorrect. Central Lafourche. Anthony.
Montgomery.
No, it's Nashville, Tennessee. For his support of the Hague Peace Conference, this monarch was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize in 1901. He consented to proposals for a national legislature after his forces carried out the Bloody Sunday Massacre in 1905. Name him. Anyone? That was Nicholas II. 2-point toss-up. Name the King of England who, in 1936, gave up his throne to marry the woman he loved, Wallis Warfield Simpson. Anyone? That was Edward VIII. 2-point toss-up. In 1541, the Mississippi River was discovered by what Spanish explorer? Jocelyn.
Hernando de Soto.
That's correct. Bonus question for Central Lafourche. Many olden philosophers would fit well into the social media age as they're known for short quips. For 2 points, what 17th century Frenchman proclaimed, "I think, therefore I am"? Your answer?
John Locke.
That's incorrect. Patterson?
Pass.
That was Rene Descartes. Central, what 4th century BC Greek wrote, "Man is by nature a political animal"?
Socrates.
That's incorrect. Patterson? Your answer? It is Aristotle. Central Lafourche, in his essay on tolerance, what 18th century Frenchman declared, "I disapprove of what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it"?
Pass.
Patterson. It is Voltaire. No points for that. We'll go to a 2-point toss-up. On what island did Columbus first set foot on his first trip to the New World? Natalie?
The Bahamas.
That's incorrect. Patterson? It was San Salvador. 2-point toss-up. CIA actions in Guatemala and Iran were overseen by which agency director who would later be fired by John F. Kennedy after the Bay of Pigs fiasco? Anyone? That was Allen Dulles. 2-point toss-up. Part of this story deals with wearers of high heels and low heels and the controversy over the question whether eggs should be broken at the big or small end. Name the book. Anyone? That book was Gulliver's Travels. 2-point toss-up. Which estuary formed by the confluence of two rivers on the southeast coast of South America has a name that translates to English as River of Silver? Anyone? That was the Rio de la Plata. 2-point toss-up. Entropy is expressed in units of joules per Kelvin, meaning that the change in entropy equals the amount of heat transferred divided by what quantity? Anthony?
Density?
That's incorrect. Patterson? It is temperature. And that's the end of the round. Let's take it back to South Louisiana Quiz Bowl. Here's a new player coming in for Central Lafourche.
My name is Ann Dominic. I'm a junior at Central Lafourche, and outside of Quiz Bowl, I do music.
All right, welcome to the game. Central Lafourche leads Patterson as we continue on. Here are a few 2-point toss-ups, and we'll start you with one you might need pencil for. Perform this transformation on the point -4, 3. Subject it to stretching using a factor of 5. -4, 3. Anthony?
-20, 15.
That's correct. Identify this arm of the Atlantic about 90 miles long and between 3 and 20 miles wide. It separates Long Island from the Bronx, Westchester County, and Connecticut. Anyone? It is Long Island Sound. Compute the number of degrees through which the minute hand of a clock moves in 2 hours and 12 minutes. 2 hours and 12 minutes, how many degrees does the minute hand move? Anyone? Anthony?
65?
That's incorrect. Patterson? It is 792. Name the conic section whose eccentricity is 1. That is a parabola. Brook Farm and New Harmony were ideal societies established in the United States in the 19th century. What is the word from the Latin word meaning no place used to describe such ideal communities? Anthony?
Utopia?
That's correct. And that is the end of the round. Central Lafourche still leading as we come to our 60-second rounds. Patterson, you get first choice of categories. You could have song lyrics, Native American history, finish the line of poetry, or antonyms with the same suffix.
Song lyrics.
Okay. Dealing in some song lyrics here. Good luck. Give the one-word name for the region referred to in this song lyric. Old times there are not forgotten. Bonus for
Dixieland.
your team. Answer the captain.
Dixieland. Dixieland.
Dixie Lane.
Dixie is correct. Satin sashes, apple strudels, copper kettles, paper packages are from what song?
Pass.
According to Irving Berlin, there's no business like what?
Pass.
Follow the drinking gourd is associated with what railroad?
Pass.
Folk songs of what country include The Stockman's Last Bed and Click Go the Shears?
Pass.
Let the Storm Rage On, The Cold Never Bothered Me Anyway is from what song?
Let It Go.
That's right. You got 2 right for 4 points. Give the others to Central Lafourche. Satin sashes, apple strudels, copper kettles, paper packages are from what song?
Pass.
That's My Favorite Things. According to Irving Berlin, there's no business like what?
Show.
No business like show business. That's right. Follow the drinking gourd is associated with what railroad?
Transcontinental.
No, the Underground Railroad. Folk songs of what country include The Stockman's Last Bed and Click Go the Shears?
Ireland.
No, it's Australia. You got 1 right for 2 points. All right, Central Lafourche, your turn now. Native American history, finish the line of poetry, or antonyms with the same suffix.
Antonyms.
Antonyms, okay. All right, I think I've explained the category pretty clearly in the title, so good luck. What is the opposite of objective?
Subjective.
That's right. Inferior.
Superior.
Correct. Descent.
Ascent.
That's right. Foreground.
Pass.
Nocturnal.
Diurnal.
That's right. Explode.
Implode.
That's right. Endemic.
Exotherm. We know exotherm.
Exodemic.
Incorrect. Prelude.
Pass.
Albinism.
Pass.
Nationalization.
Pass.
All right, we're going back. Foreground.
Background.
That's right. Prelude.
Foreloom.
Incorrect. Albinism.
Pass.
Nationalization.
No clue.
Albinism. Last one.
Melanism.
That's correct. You can stop the clock. They got 7 right for 14 points. Patterson, here you go. Endemic. Answer?
Pass.
It's pandemic. Prelude. Answer?
Pass.
Not a common word. Postlude. Nationalization.
Denationalization.
No, privatization. No points for that. All right, let's take a break. More South Louisiana Quiz Bowl when we come back. South Louisiana Quiz Bowl Online is made possible by the generous support of these sponsors. MC Bank, sharing the hometown spirit since 1955. Lapco Manufacturing, modern industrial workwear. Barker Honda, Martin Luther King Boulevard in Houma. It's better at Barker. Houma Paint and Industrial Supply, proud supporter of education in the Bayou region. DHD Offshore Services, personnel for inshore and offshore projects. DHD, a workforce that soars. Welcome back to South Louisiana Quiz Bowl. Andy has returned to the game for Central Lafourche, who leads Patterson as we come to our last round. It's 2-point toss-ups. Good luck. What philosophical movement of the Renaissance placed man in a central and key position in art? Anyone? That is humanism. Darwin correctly hypothesized that one of these animals with a long proboscis must pollinate a long-necked orchid. The evolution of the peppered species of what animals in Victorian Anne?
Hummingbird.
That's incorrect. In Victorian England is a case study for natural selection. Patterson?
A moth.
It is a moth. The cities of Augsburg, Nuremberg, and Munich are all found in this largest German state. Name it. The state is Bavaria. People of what country are central to all of these works? 6 Days of War, My Promised Land, The Secret History of the Mossad, and Hunting Eichmann. It is Israel. While her husband led other German immigrants into battle as a Civil War general, Margaret Schutz had a greater impact by founding the first of what schools for children aged 5 and 6? Anne?
Kindergarten.
That's right. What kind of door has become a metaphor for frequent changes of personnel? Jocelyn?
Revolving.
That's right. By 1608, when ships arrived with additional men and supplies, malnutrition and malaria had left alive only 38 of the first 104 members of what colony? Anthony?
Jamestown.
That's right. Through variolation, George Washington had his soldiers inoculated against what disease that John Adams had bemoaned as 10 times more terrible than the British, Canadians, and Indians together? Jocelyn?
Smallpox.
That's correct. These popular phrases come from what sport? Chomping at the bit, down the stretch, off and running, jockeying for position, win by a nose, down to the wire. Anthony?
Horse racing.
That's correct. After Colombia's rejection of a treaty giving the U.S. rights to a canal across the Isthmus of Panama, who supported a Panamanian revolt and then negotiated a similar treaty? Anthony?
Theodore Roosevelt.
That's correct. Analogies to vision are prominent in epistemology. Which philosopher spoke of a cave in which people are chained and in which they see shadows, thinking these shadows to be the only reality? Anne?
Plato.
That's right. Only 2 presidents were survived by their fathers. Warren G. Harding was one. Who was the other? Anthony?
Bush.
That's incorrect. Patterson? It was John F. Kennedy. John Adams was actually a descendant of John Alden and what woman he met aboard the Mayflower? That was Priscilla Mullins. A candidate who currently holds the political office for which he is running is called what? Jocelyn.
Incumbent.
That's right. Beethoven was born in Bonn. In what town was Shakespeare born? It was Stratford-on-Avon. Damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead, shouted the Union admiral who succeeded in his plan to capture New Orleans during the Civil War. Who was he? That was David Farragut. What membrane of the eye has no blood vessels, getting oxygen from tears and directly from the air? That part of the eye is the cornea. This line from the 16th century by Francis Henry IV calls to mind a campaign slogan for what candidate in 1928? Give me the name of the candidate. I want there to be no peasant so poor in all my realm that he will not have a chicken in his pot every Sunday. That would be Herbert Hoover. The inferior one is the large vein that returns deoxygenated blood to the heart from parts of the body below the diaphragm. The superior one is a comparable vein that returns blood to the heart from the upper half of the body. What am I referring to? Inferior and superior what? Anthony.
Arteries.
Incorrect. Patterson? Inferior and superior vena cava. And that is the end of the game. Central Lafourche is your winner. They advance here in the elimination bracket. We say goodbye to Patterson for this year. It's an all-freshman and sophomore group up there. So gaining some experience. We'll see you all back again next year. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you again next week on South Louisiana Quiz Bowl. Good night.